Hi guys, I'm back with yet another foundation drugstore review, and today I'm featuring the Revlon Nearly Naked line, and the shade I have here is 130. So the liquid foundation and also the compact powder. The shade I have is in 10. So there you go. And the reason why I decided to try this was a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, texted me, said that she had tried it, and it was surprising coming from her because she predominantly, aims for high end. She's not huge into the drugstore line, though she on occasion will try, i.e. this foundation, and she did try the Revlon Whipped foundation, but she was really excited when she tried this and said, oh my gosh, it feels so light on my skin. I love how well it covers, and oh my gosh, please, please like it, because if you don't like it, you won't ever trust me again. So she was a little scared I wasn't going to like it. And I was a little scared that I wasn't going to like it too, because originally I got the shade in 120. I want to say it was like maybe called Vanilla. I forget now, but when I tried it, I just didn't like how it sat on my skin. And I just was hoping and crossing my fingers that it was just because it wasn't matching my skin right. And I'm so glad I gave another shade a try, because it definitely changed the whole game for me. It sat on my skin really nicely. It felt super light on my skin, or it feels super light on my skin. I'm wearing it right now. I would say it's a little more hydrating than the Clean Whipped foundation, which I also really like. It's really hard to critique some of these drugstore foundations because they are really getting quite good at being, hi baby girl, really light on the feet. So they're just getting really good at having the finish being so light and not giving you a cakey finish. And these two foundations really do a great job at that. I would say this is a little bit more hydrating, as I mentioned, though. It wears kind of similar to the CoverGirl one that I mentioned. It wears fairly well, but again, I don't dare wear it without a primer. Hopefully, people out there with combination or oily skin types can comment down. So if you have a good or bad experience with this, definitely, help others out. It does wear again pretty well, but I use the precautions of, primer. Oh, baby girl, I love you too. A primer and the powder, which is the next thing I'm going to review right now once I put her down. What I'm reviewing next is the powder from this line, and I have to say it's probably in a way the winner of the two, though I like both, but the powder is phenomenal. For me to say this with dry skin and being really finicky with the kind of powders I try, this is such a smooth powder. No matter what skin type, I imagine. My only complaint is a big one, is the packaging. It is just, it's enormous. But here's the product up close. So there's the powder. And this thing, yeah, it's a meh, get rid of it. It's not worth drying. I can't believe they have this huge compact and this super tiny, useless puff. I don't understand it. I really quite confused. But the powder itself is so smooth. As I've stated in other powder related reviews, I like the texture of my powder, whether it being loose or compact, is to have a smooth texture when I rub it between my fingers, because I know when I apply it to my face, it's not going to have little flakes or little pigments that are just kind of hanging around and adding like a powdery finish or a cakey look or a cracked look or an overly dry appearance. I do prefer using a powder puff, like an actual large round powder puff, to apply it to my skin. I like to press it into my skin versus kind of dusting it all over, though I have tried a powder brush as well, and it still works just about as well. It's just a personal preference of mine. And here she is again. I better wrap up this video before something gets destroyed. Real quick. Love this foundation. It's really light on the skin, yet provides really good coverage. I would say medium to buildable, or at least light medium to buildable, if that makes any sense. It wears well for me throughout the day, though I have to say, if I've not stated before, I have dry skin. So those with combination or definitely oily skin types, check out Makeup Alley and all that. My friend does have combination skin though, so in a way I can kind of vouch for that skin type, but everybody's different. And the powder, it's very smooth. It works really well with this foundation, though I've tried it with some of the other foundations, i.e. the CoverGirl one that I recently reviewed, my Lancome one that I really like, Renergy Lift Makeup, 12-hour lifting. All right, guys, I'm out of breath. I hope you found this review helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.